If you want to continue to follow our adventure, click subscribe. So you don't miss anything, click the bell notification. So I thought today I'd just go through some house cleaning items, go through some questions, maybe some comments, some things I wanted to talk about. Things that were asked during a live feed that really have no structure or enough content to make a full 7.5 minute video. We're here in West Texas, I don't know, for a couple weeks here. And we've been going from one city park, RV park, to another that provides free camping with free electric and free water. Now these campgrounds, as I have stated before, is anywhere from like 1 to 7 days. One of the questions were in a live feed, I think it was a live feed, somebody asked, would I be able to stay in this area for an entire month? And the answer is yeah. I looked it up today. I can stay approximately 43 days from one campground to another through just kind of circling around Lubbock, Texas, at these free RV campgrounds. Now, some of them ask for donations, others don't. We've been to three now, and 2 of them needed donations or requested donations, and then the other one, there wasn't even a box available. So we sent some money over to the city hall, the address they provided. Most of these say that if you stay past the stay limit, you have to. They charge you. This one, I think, they charge you $20 a night. So I think when we come back down from the north into Texas this winter, we're going to stay here. This is going to be real handy. Of course, it's going to be colder here than it is in other areas of Texas because we're higher in elevation. There's actually right across the border near Roswell, New Mexico, between Roswell and Lubbock, a campground with free electric. So we're going to go there. Looks like we may actually go into Roswell when we leave Texas, just so we can say, okay, we've been through Roswell, New Mexico, and maybe we will see an alien. There is very little negative input that I would give to these free campgrounds that have the free electric. If I were to give a review on freecampsites.net, I'm going to give them 5 stars, 5 thumbs up, whatever it is, because every one of them has exactly what is provided. Now, I see a lot of people give thumbs down on these free campsites, and they'll say because, oh, the noise from the road is terrible, or there's a train in the background. Well, I just don't think that's a reason to give a thumbs down for a free campground that provides everything that you would need, close to resources. So I always give full thumbs up. If there's noise in the background, boy, just, kind of deal with it. But that's the thing about these campgrounds. It's not the campground that's ever a problem. The campgrounds are perfect. It's usually the people, you'll get drag racers in the middle of the night squalling their tires or something. Just yesterday, this place packed, it just filled in. And there was a couple things that I would like to suggest to you if you ever come to these things. Just be respectful. It seems like our world has lost the word respect. People don't respect each other anymore. It's kind of a standard for RVers to follow certain rules. And one of the rules that you should always follow when you come to these campgrounds that are first come, first serve is you cannot reserve or save a spot for your friend. If you're going to come out to these places, expect it to be full. Just expect it. And if it's full, then you need to move on. But you can't reserve. That's just not fair to the folks who are getting here in a timely fashion. Somebody parks their truck in a camping spot. If you feel like you need to make reservations, then you should go to a paid campsite, a private campsite, until your group gathers. So whether it's a day or two, and you get all gathered up, and then you can come to these free campgrounds. Just caravan from one to the other, that's understandable. But to have your car parked there, it's very frustrating. It makes people angry. Here you'll see that I am in a spot. I'm in spot number 9. Now spot number 9 looks very large in comparison to the size of my truck, but it's my spot. I parked close to the pole so I could have be close to the water and the electric pole because my extension cord isn't very long. So I just parked close to the pole. Now I know everybody's going to say, oh, you should have parked more in the center, but it's my spot. My spot. Spot number 9. I put out the deposit slip for my donation. That's my spot now. I get it for 4 days. Well, yesterday, another truck camper parked up right beside me. Now, see, these spots are wide enough so that you can get your slide outs on in your camper. I don't have slide out, so I just have that extra room. I can put up my chairs. I can do whatever I want in that spot. It's my spot. Well, he parked there, and not only did he park on my spot, then he plugged into my electric pole and my water connection. So we were sharing everything. The problem is his cord ran right across my step ladder that when we get in and out. So we were actually concerned that Carolyn was going to, trip and fall over that. But here's the thing. These spots fill up. You need to get to your spot, I would say, before 4 o'clock, because these spots fill up by 4 o'clock. Well, then you get these late arrivers. They get here at 8 o'clock, and they're out of options. And that's so frustrating to me. They're out of options, so instead of just saying, okay, well, I screwed up, I need to go figure out something else, maybe go to a paid campground, they just push their way into these things. The other day, someone suggested to me that he is surprised that my channel has grown to 11,000 subscribers. And actually I got 2 comments like this. There is nobody living in the back of a truck in such a small space. And I thought, what? What do you mean? There's dozens and dozens and dozens of YouTube channels that talk about people living in a van. Class C's. I mean, one of the biggest YouTubers lives in a van. Actually, 2. Another young guy, he started in a van. Now he's in a Class A. So yeah, there's a lot of people who live in a small vehicle. So I'm not way off base on this. As a matter of fact, the first channel I ever watched, the very first channel, had 10,000 subscribers. Now they got like 50,000. And they were in a very small trailer. I just read an article today. It talked about millennials. Airstream, which is one of the oldest companies that produce travel trailers, is actually worried about their future because their models don't conform to what millennials are buying. Now, millennials are the largest group of people right now buying RVs. 46% of the population buying RVs are millennials. What millennials want are small vehicles. Thanks for watching. Click like if you like the video, and happy travel.